Hello everyone, this is Mark Rand with the Horizons-Dorian Loan Fund. Today I'm going to be talking with you about the cash flow statement and how to fill out the cash flow statement for the loan application. And let me give you a brief overview of what a cash flow statement is and how it's used, and then I'll dive into the details on how to fill out this form. So overall, this idea is, how do you look forward and say, here's what funding I anticipate coming in and what expenses are going out over the next amount of time period. So it could be for 1 month, it could be for the next 12 months, it could be for the next 12 years. But there's some amount of time that you're looking at what money is coming in, what money is going out in the future, and how does that look like on your cash balance. And so the idea is you have estimates of what money you have coming in and where those sources are. You have a time element here. Here we have different months of the coming year. And then we have expenses down here. What expenses do you have? And then down here, I'll walk you through this information here on what your cash balance and what the bank account actually looks like. So diving in, so cash in. What grant sources and what other sources of income does your organization have? And so that's what you want to fill out here. We have this example up. This is not going to look like yours, but likely you may have some state grants or county grants or federal grants, etc. You also are requesting a Horizons Foundation loan, so I put that in here. So what sources of cash coming into the organization do you have? And that's what we're looking at here. So you would fill that in here. And then when do you anticipate those funds to hit your bank account? So we know on a monthly basis in this example that we get $30,000 from the county to do X services, whatever that means. And so I put in $30,000 on a monthly basis to pay for these programs. I also anticipate that there will be $50,000 coming in from this other government grant, and then this Horizon Loan Fund funding will come in November in this example for $50,000. Other earned income is $11,000. So in the month of November 17th, 2017, we anticipate $142,000 coming in. Well, we've got this big fundraiser and major corporate contributions coming in for our annual gala, and that's going to hit, we anticipate, in December, and that should be $466,000. Obviously, this is just all made up, but you could put in $400,000, you could put in $2, you can put in $20, whatever it is that you think your organization is going to earn and receive in that month. That's what you want to do here. I'm just going to leave it at $100,000 in this example, which is, likely thinking and hopeful thinking, but that's what we want to try and fill out, is when do we think these funds are coming in. So anyway, so December 2017, $541,000 all coming in for the month. January drops down to 41, then we go into the following year, 91,000, etc. So you could get the name of the game. If you think other funding is coming in August because you have this grant, etc., feel free to put that in. The cash inside is a little bit more difficult because there's so many unknowns with nonprofits and financing and grant requests and funding from different government sources. We all know that that's a little bit of a crystal ball exercise. However, do the best you can. The cash going out, well, we always have cash going out, don't we? So the cash going out is really more manageable because typically you know what sources or uses of funds you have. Usually there's a salary component, rent, supplies, telephone, etc., etc., etc. So we want to see what are your monthly expenses? What's your burn rate, quote unquote? So in the month of November 2017, we're anticipated to spend $36,000 on salaries and another $10,000 on taxes and all those fringe benefits that we all receive, rent, etc. And there may be other expenses as well in the month. Similarly, in December, what does it look like? Here we're starting to make a payment back to the foundation for the $50,000 loan. So anyway, yeah, I think you get the picture at this point. So total cash out for November, $62,000, increase to $66,000, etc., across the board. So how does this all look? Well, this figure here is what you have in the bank right now. it's anticipated that in this scenario that you have $50,000 in the bank. So this next number, cash in during the month, is just pulling directly from up above, $142,000. Cash out during the month is pulling from right here, $62,000. So these are all different formulas. Monthly balance is the summation of all of this. So we've got $50,000 to start, we've got 142 coming in, then the monthly burn rate is 62,000, leaving us with around $130,000. That's when we end the month of November in this case, which then we start December 1st with 129. This is a formula, so it'll all fill in automatically. We know from up above that we've got $541,000 coming in with our monthly burn rate of $67,066,882, leaving us with a monthly cash balance of $603. So you can see here how this is all working now. $603 starts the next year up here. Burn rate, money coming in, $577,000, etc., across the board. So you can see what your anticipated cash flow and cash balance will be for the next 12 months, and hopefully this will help you plan and organize and maybe share with your board of directors what your financials look like. Feel free to play with this. What happens if this doesn't come in? Or what happens if it's $100,000? So, or $1 million in this case, or what does that look like to the organization, and how might that look? So, in this case, I just dropped it down to $100,000. That's going to be a big change. So, it's going to affect the monthly and cash balance. What happens if you have to hire a bunch of folks? How does that look? And you have to spend $75,000 in monthly salaries, and maybe you go across the board and say, hey, we have to hire all these folks. How does that affect things? So you can play with this document and have different scenarios running just to try out what your financials might look like. So this is a tool. We ask that you complete it to the best of your ability, and if you have questions, feel free to email me. And so you can see on the Horizons-Dorian Loan Fund page, you can email me, Mark Rand, right here, loans@horizonsfoundation.org, and we can set up a time to talk, or we can just go back and forth in email, whatever works for you. We're here to help you, and we're here to help your organization support the LGBTQ community in the Bay Area. Thank you for all you do.